Putting yourself out there to a world that can be at times very cruel can be incredibly anxiety inducing. It can make most people stop before they even try. Putting yourself on display for others to ridicule you or to reject you is really difficult. Getting over the battle of self-doubt is one of the hardest things that humans will do. We like to put ourselves into boxes that we don't necessarily fit in. We often will doubt ourselves, believing that we are not good enough for something that we desire. The purpose of today's video is going to just be me talking very candidly about the benefits of putting yourself out there and what that could look like for you and what it has looked like for me. The first thing that I want to make note of is that you never know what is on the other side of fear. Fear stops us from doing mostly everything in our life. The fear of failure, the fear of rejection, the fear of looking stupid, it stops so many people from achieving the things that they truly desire. Whether that be like this, creating a YouTube channel where I'm not sure if anybody is watching, I'm not sure if people are judging me on how I speak and how I look and how I act, or if they even find value in what I'm saying. Or maybe it could be a piece of art that you've created that you want to share with the world. Maybe it's a creative path in life that you want to take, but the world has told you that it doesn't need any more artists, that there's no space for you. Whatever the thing is for you that you feel like it's unattainable, you feel like you cannot put yourself out there in that way because it would be too vulnerable. You just don't know what would happen if you did. What would happen if you got over that fear of rejection, of failure, and could see what was on the other side. Success is truly on the other side of fear. You will either give in to your fears and never live the life that you know that you deserve and desire, or you can push past the fear and experience something that you could have never even imagined. I was so afraid of what it would be like if I started going to the gym and started getting healthier. I was so nervous to be ridiculed at the gym as someone who didn't know what they were doing, as someone who was an imposter in this space that was for other people. And thankfully, I did get over that. Like, I was able to conquer that fear, and now I do feel at home, and I feel like that is my space at the gym. And because of that, I do feel so much stronger and so much better. I feel so much more mental clarity since I've been working out. I feel better in my body. And there's still so much of a journey to go. Like, I have such a long journey ahead of me, but I'm not so scared of it anymore because I believe that there is success to be had. Now, if I would have just stayed in the shadows and let my fear consume me, I wouldn't have started. I wouldn't have gone to the gym. And if I had gone to the gym, I would have left very quickly, feeling like I was being judged and just shut down and not gone back to the gym. But thankfully, on the other side of fear, there was success for me. There was a space for me that I didn't know would be possible to have. And I can't wait to look a year from now and see how much further I've gone in just a year from when I've started my journey. I can't wait to see what was on the other side of that fear. Like, what successes did I truly get from overcoming my fears? I often have trouble feeling like I am the dumbest person in the room, or that I am not interesting, or that people just don't really like me. I have really bad imposter syndrome in that way, and I truly can get in my head about if people like me or not. And I've kind of challenged myself the last few weeks to see what happens when I push those preconceived notions out of the way and I put myself in front of people and I make myself be heard and I make myself be known. It's been a really cool journey, and it's been really fun to see people's reactions to that. And for the most part, I feel like I've gotten really good responses. For instance, I don't really know what I'm doing with my life. I really love making these videos and I love content creation. And there's a whole realm that I want to go towards with the other interests that are in my life. I love these motivational videos and I want to keep doing them. And I want to motivate people to become the best version of themselves. However, I really like fantasy stuff. I really like reading fantasy novels. I love playing Dungeons and Dragons. I'm wearing a Dungeons and Dragons shirt right now. And I just really love those things, and I want to create videos like that. And so I know that that's a part of what my future will hold, is I want to keep creating, but I don't really know what I'm doing. I really don't have a clear path to get to the things that I want. I'll tell you right now what exactly my desire in life is, and it's to open up a coffee shop bookstore where I create a safe and inclusive environment for people to come and feel comfortable enough to be themselves, where they can take a break from this world that is so unnecessarily insane, where they can feel welcome and invited into a space that is for them. I want to work with my community and make an impact on people who are in need through my company. That's my biggest goal in life. My biggest goal would to be make these videos, inspire people, be able to create a business where I could create that space for people, and all of the things that would entail, like hosting events for the community, hosting Dungeons and Dragons in my own bookstore, coffee shop. There's so many ideas that I have and ways that I know that I could make an impact on my community. I just don't know how to get there. I'm hoping that these videos will gain traction, and I will continue on my health and fitness journey, and I will make other content for those desires that I have, where it'll gain enough traction where I can start to make enough money and save enough money to do the thing that I want to do. That really is my hope there. But it's been incredibly difficult to put myself out like this and film in front of a camera. I was so awkward in front of the camera. I didn't know how to talk just to myself. Like, I know you're there watching me, but I can't hear you. I can't see you. I'm not speaking directly with you. So it can be a little bit awkward, but I've chosen to put myself out there and hold myself accountable because I have desires. I want to make an impact. I don't want to live in fear of the unknown. I want to speak directly to you right now. I don't want to wait until I've figured it out somehow. I want you to be a part of my journey. I want you to come along on the ride with me. So as I've been flailing about not knowing what to do, really struggling with a 9-to-5 that I absolutely hate, and that has created such an immense level of panic within me and unrest in my body, I've been applying for other positions that some people would deem as kind of silly, like to take a step back from the trajectory of what so many people believe your life should be, which is climbing the corporate ladder and having a 9-to-5 and settling down and ... I've been applying to a lot of random weird positions that I think that maybe I would enjoy. One of those type of positions is being a barista. I think it would be fun. I really like engaging with people. I really like coffee. I really like customer service when it's face-to-face. I really enjoy just connecting with people and making an impact in my community. I think that it aligns perfectly with where I'm headed and my desires of my heart. And so I thought maybe that would be something that I could do. There's not really a lot of openings near me for coffee shops. I see a beautiful cardinal, and that's given me a lot of hope. I love cardinals. I love birds, most birds in general. And one day I'm gonna open up a coffee shop bookstore called Blue Jays Emporium because I love blue jays, and there's a lot of significance with me and my wife and my wife's grandmother with that name. But I see a red bird, and that gives me a lot of hope. That was really cool. There's not very many openings for barista positions in my area, and so I kind of went out on a limb, and I started messaging a couple of coffee shops in the area and saying, here's my resume. I think that I could bring value to your team. Let me know if you have any openings. I'd love to be considered. And immediately I started getting responses. These were places that were not actually hiring, but I put myself out there and I got responses back. And I was a little nervous because I was like, oh, this feels a little weird, because I'm just kind of like, hey, here I am. Let me know. And it was very weird to get those responses almost immediately. And today I went to one of the places. I had such a wonderful conversation with the owner and his daughter, and I really love their vision. I love their vision to impact the community. I really love their vision for preserving the history of the place that they are in. It's just, I really was inspired, and if nothing comes, this cardinal just keeps playing right here, and it's so cute. Hey, bud. Even if nothing comes about and I don't get a job with them, just going and making myself known and presenting myself in front of them, being open to being vulnerable with them and telling them a little bit about my story and where my desires lay. Like, it felt so good. Even if I don't get a position with them, I feel so satisfied just by that interaction today. It filled my soul with joy today. Had I not put myself out there, I wouldn't be feeling this. And this type of thing has been happening quite a bit in my life lately, where I meet people and it's such an interesting connection to where I can see my desires for the future. It's like I'm networking, but I'm not. I'm just being myself. I'm just interacting with the world and the people in it, and they're making connections that are like, oh, that's a puzzle piece that could fit. Oh, that's a puzzle piece that could fit. And it's been really cool. I've never really felt like this before, and I truly feel like it's just because I've been putting myself out there. You've got to believe that you're the luckiest person alive, and you got to take that energy out into the world. It's almost like manifestation, where you believe something, you believe that you have it, and so you get it. It's that same energy just internally. Like, you're the luckiest person alive, and you deserve the things that you want. And if you take that energy as if you already have the things that you desire, and you go out into the world with it, you'll see what an impact you have on the world. You'll see that the puzzle pieces start clicking together. You'll see that your dreams and desires are coming true. You, as you are worthy of all your goals and dreams, even the ones that you've deemed as outlandish. You deserve everything that you desire. Whether it's to start a business, whether it's to get healthy, whether it's to be a creative, whether it's to work a 9-to-5 and climb that corporate ladder because that's what you enjoy. You deserve all of your dreams. You deserve for it all to come true. No dream is too big, truly. You have to have the confidence in yourself to put yourself out there. Because if you hide in the shadows, it's going to be much more difficult to reach your goals and your desires. You have to feel like you're the coolest person in the room. You have to walk in and truly believe that you're the coolest person in the room and you have something to offer. Even in those moments where you don't feel like you are, even in those moments where you think that you don't have much to offer, you do, and you are the coolest person in the room. Trust and believe that. Convince yourself that, because you are cool and you have a lot to offer. But just remember to be humble and kind. I think there's a Tim McGraw song that's called Humble and Kind, and yeah, like, go out there and kill it and do your thing and be cool and be awesome and be inspiring, but be humble and kind. Treat every person that you meet with respect, and I think that you'll see that's going to come back to you tenfold. Trust and believe that you bring value to every situation. When you walk into a room, you have something to say. You have a reason to be heard. You bring value to every situation because you are you. And there's no one like you. You are you, and that's truer than true. I believe that is Dr. Seuss. You bring value to every situation. If you're a creative and you feel like your art style is very similar to somebody else, you feel like it's oversaturated in your market, you bring value just because you are who you are. You're not copying anybody else. You're not doing the same thing. You bring value because it's your work. Apply that to any situation. Apply it to your situation. You bring value because you are you. Remember to walk into every situation like it's already yours. So for instance, I walked into that coffee shop today and I interviewed. I talked to them and I put myself out there. But I was talking to them like as if they had already hired me. I was taking notes as if I was already there, ready to train. I walked in there confident, knowing that it's already mine. Even if it's not mine, and that's not where I'm supposed to be, and that's not my path in life, I walked in there with the confidence that it already is. And I think that 9 times out of 10, when you walk in with that type of confidence, it already is yours. Like I said, it's very much like manifestation, believing that you already have the thing. There's a level of delusion that does come true. I believe that delusion will get you far in this matrix we call life. If you're a little bit delusional and you believe that everything that you could ever want is already at your fingertips, I believe that you'll receive it. I've seen it in my own life, and I hope to continue to see it in my own life. I have big dreams that feel in this world very stifled. They feel unrealistic. But people are doing it. And so I can do it too. Like, people are succeeding in what I want to do, and I have the right to succeed as well. You have the right to succeed as well. And you can. Be who you are. And you will attract the right people and the right opportunities for your life. I'm not saying all of this as frou-frou bullshit. You will get the things in your life that you are deserving of, that you desire, and that you work hard for. If it's not for you, it's not for you. I'm not saying that this is all like woo-woo, like you're not gonna, like you'll get everything you ever wanted just because. Like, you have to work hard. You have to put yourself out there. You will get rejected. You will be told no. Go collect 5 no's today and see how confident you are. Because what's the worst thing that can happen? Someone can say no. Someone can say no, and then the right thing comes into your life. You can tell yourself no, and the right thing will happen. Trust and believe in that. I hope that this is inspiring. I hope that you're hearing me, and I hope that you're hearing the message. I hope that you can get fired up and go and do the thing that you want to do when you're so scared you don't know what the next step is. Like I always say, do the right next step for you. Whatever that is for you. Put one foot in front of the other. And friend, you're gonna get what you want. I'm gonna get what I want. I'm gonna get all my hopes and desires in this world. I hope that it's been encouraging. I do. I hope that you keep enjoying these videos. I hope you keep coming back. And I hope that you share it with your friends and family. Like I always say, if there's anything that you'd like me to talk about specifically, if there's anything that you want me to dive deeper into, please let me know. I'd love to share. I'd love to talk. I'd love for this to be a community where we can talk back and forth. Thank you so much for being you, and thank you for being alive. I'll catch you in the next one.